Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. I'm fucked up, so please bear with me. I'm gonna be telling you about the story that about a 10-year-old smoking a whole rolled cigarette and one puff in front of me. This probably happened when I was in middle school, and this was basically one of the two friends that I had that would steal bikes, right? This was around the time that we were stealing bikes. I'd hang out with these kids. There were a couple other kids involved in this, but I'll get to that. Anyway, so these two kids, they were pretty bad. We'd steal bikes. I was a bad kid too. And these kids also smoked ciggies. I didn't smoke ciggies at the time because I was too scared. I fell in love with ciggies later on in my life, but thank God they're out. It's one of these days we're gonna go steal bikes. I'm not gonna tell you all about the stealing bikes shit because you already know how it goes. We're looking for bikes and we couldn't find any bikes this day, okay? It was slow. A slow day at the office, if you will. So I said, fuck it. We're gonna go just hang out at their house and then maybe hang at the park and just see if something happens because god damn it, we're so bored. We're going to his house, I'm chilling. This was kind of around the time where they wouldn't let me inside their house. They were kind of weird with letting me inside their house at the beginning because they weren't too comfortable with me. They thought, I was weird. I don't know, fucking whatever. We're only kids in the neighborhood, so they eventually warmed up. But they're like, wait outside. I'm hanging with the older brother of the two, and we're just, chopping up, talking about fucking whatever shit that we're doing. And, the smaller brother goes inside and is looking for some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's grabbing. It takes him like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're waiting outside. It's summer. It's hot as fuck. I'm like, what the hell are we doing out here? And, eventually the little brother comes back out and he's like, fuck yeah. He's hyped about something. I'm like, what the hell are you hyped about, dude? Like, why is he so, fucking stoked? And I'm just like, whatever. They don't really tell me. They're like, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. They're just, fucking doing their thing. They're doing their little telepathy, fucking, brotherly shit. And I'm just kind of left out. So I'm like, fuck it. Okay, whatever. We're going back to the park. And we go back to the park, like I said before, looking for bikes to steal. And this kid pulls out a fucking, the most generic fucking cigarette you could ever imagine. I don't even know if this motherfucker had a filter. I'm pretty sure it did, but regardless, what I was about to see was fucking horrid. This little ass kid, 10 years old, I'm not kidding you, 10 years fucking old, chubby, short, pulls out, a couple of fucking, rolled cigarettes and offers one to me. And, his older brother takes it, I don't. I'm like, no, I'm good. And they kind of, laugh at me, oh, you're not smoking cigs, fucking, what the fuck, dude, you're such a square, blah, blah. They're making fun of me. I'm like, what the fuck, I didn't even realize these guys really smoked cigs at the time. I don't think they really did seriously. I think they were just, basically the whole con that I figured out later on is they were stealing cigarettes from their parents when they weren't home. They were stealing. Oh my god, dude, they figured out how to use a rolling machine at 10 and 12 years old and fucking just rolled their own fucking ciggies, and goddamn bless their hearts, dude, they just went for it and I respect that. Fucking they stole that shit and they rolled them ciggies and they smoked it, and goddamn today was a day. Fucking, so they're sparking these shits up. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? What? I didn't know you smoked cigarettes. I'm talking mainly to the younger one of the two because I'm like, holy fuck. I knew the older one was kind of into some shit. He talked to me about weed and shit. I don't know if he actually smoked it, but he would talk about it. I was like, damn, dude, that's kind of wild. I was kind of scared of weed at the time. This kid's fucking yeah, I smoke cigs all the time. Watch this. And I'm like, okay. I'm assuming he's gonna do some sort of smoke track because that's the only thing I knew about. The only thing I knew really about cigarettes was the old timey movies, when you'd fucking see people have those extendo ciggies with the fucking tubular thing, and they'd smoke it out of that and do the French inhales and shit. But this kid did something far fucking crazier. He takes a deep breath in, right, before inhaling the ciggy. He lets it out, and then he just fucking takes a cigarette in his mouth, and he just fucking drags, bro. He drags, and he drags, and he's puffing it out, but he's not taking another breath, dude. It's all tobacco going in them lungs, and I'm like, my jaws dropped as soon as he started hitting this fucking thing, because I saw the ember go up, and I'm like, damn. I didn't know much about ciggies, but I knew that was a fucking rough one, and he just fucking lungs it, bro. It's a goddamn bong hit. That cherry goes all the way to the fucking filter and then some. I don't know how this fucking 10-year-old kid had the lungs on him, but goddamn did he do. He fucking smoked this goddamn rolled cigarette like it was fucking nothing. And I see the cloud come out of this kid's mouth, and I felt sick for him because he just started coughing, and I could see the immediate nicotine sweat on his brow, and I could just fucking tell this kid was going down. His brothers kind of look at him like, goddamn. At first he was playing it off oh yeah, he does this all the time, but even him, he was kind of holy fuck, he didn't say nothing, but he was concerned, right? But of course, this kid's fucking dying. He's fucking coughing, and eventually he goes off to this brush area, kind of towards this trail, towards an underpass, and fucking, I don't even want to know what he's doing. I don't even go over there because at this point I was kind of a pussy. I didn't want to see vomit. I didn't want to see none of that shit. I could just assume he was getting sick because I didn't see him after this. He was fucked up, dude. But anyway, sorry about the short video. That's about the time that I saw a 10-year-old kid smoke a full fucking ciggy in one hit, dude. God bless. Have a good one. Don't smoke cigs at 10.